Very warm welcome to today's YouTube live stream. My name is Ozair, and it is 16th of August 2022 in the UK. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's time for a bit of Google Ads. Before we get started, I just want to make sure that everything is working fine and we are live. Okay, everything seems to be working fine. So every weekday on a Tuesday and Friday, I go live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn to teach Google Ads, answer any questions you may have about Google Ads, digital marketing, or generating leads or sales via your online channels. So if you've got any questions, then please put them around the video. And the format of these sessions is very friendly and informal. I'll cover today's topics and answer some of the questions which have been sent to me either on our Facebook group, YouTube channel, or by email. And if you are watching this live and you would like to ask any questions, then please feel free to do so, and I'll tend to them towards the end of this session. So let's get the show started, and I'm going to share my screen. Okay, I'll zoom in a bit. All right. That's a bit better. So I've got a few questions, but before we move on to the questions, there were some new features announced by Google with regards to Performance Max. So I would just like to go through with those, and let me zoom this up a bit more. It's nice and clear for everybody. Yeah. I think this is the maximum it'll go. If you are watching this on a mobile phone, you might struggle to read this, but I'm going to read it for you anyway. So the first one is the optimization score, which will help you find new ways to improve your campaign performance, and is fully launched for all PMAX campaigns across all Google Ads accounts. So using this optimization score, you can see where your campaign has room to grow and find recommendations that help you to take quick action to drive better results. So, for example, apply recommendations to optimize for new customer acquisition, or to apply a target return on ad spend or ROAS. So they're continuing to add new recommendations over a period of time. So yeah, keep an eye on it, or keep an eye on our channel, and you'll be the first one to know about this. So seasonality adjustments are also launched. It will help you to inform your PMAX bid strategy of changes you're anticipating in the conversion rates for future events like promotions or sales. So this is really good for campaigns like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Valentine's, Mother's Day, and so on. So you've got to keep in mind that smart bidding already accounts for these predicted seasonal events. Google knows that these events are happening. So the algorithm, as I keep saying, is getting better and better, smarter and smarter. So you don't need to worry about that. It already knows of it. So you should only use seasonality adjustments if you foresee major changes to conversion rates that are sudden or atypical. And you use seasonality adjustments for short periods and events, usually ranging from 1 to 7 days. And that's it. And you've got the tab over here where you can find out more in your Google Ads interface. So data exclusion, this is very interesting because it will help you prevent unintended issues with conversion tracking from affecting your PMAX bid strategy. So this tool tells the algorithm to ignore data from certain days where you had some issues in your account, be it conversion tracking or something wasn't working or your pixel wasn't or tag wasn't firing and so on. You can exclude such tagging issues or website outages. You can exclude it from your performance max data. So Google is going to ignore that issue. So that's pretty cool. Then we've got the advanced location targeting controls over here, where you'll see all the locations, and then under the target bit, you've got two options. One is presence or interest, and the other one is presence. I still prefer this, because if I want our campaign or ads to run within a targeted location, that's what I want to do. Although Google will recommend the first one, it's entirely up to you. But for me and my agency, we want to run over here with the second option. But you got this choice now. Then you got the explanations, that when you're evaluating your campaigns, it's important to understand shifts in performance so you can respond very quickly. And explanations make it easier to identify performance fluctuations and diagnose the problems or the issues you may have. So they can also provide recommendations to help you improve your performance going forward. So in PMAX campaigns for online sales with a product feed, for example, you'll see explanations that offer analysis on your product status and your top moving products, listings, product types, and so on. And these are the products that saw the biggest changes in performance, and you can see it in the interface. Okay, so, and the last one is the diagnostic insights. So when you set up a Performance Max campaign, the diagnostic insights are another way to check if your campaigns are running smoothly or not. So you can quickly identify any potential issues related to the policies, billing, budgets, and so on. And you'll also get recommendations to help you fix any issues that may come up. So with recommendations, again, you need to take it with a pinch of salt whether it applies to you or not. But it's up to you, and it's there. Okay, so now's the time to send your questions in. There is a delay on the transmission, so don't wait until the very last second. Otherwise, I won't see your questions. But what you can do is you can also send them on the YouTube channel, Facebook, and LinkedIn, and I should see them over all of them over here. Yeah. But I'll start off with some of the questions which already have been sent across. And if you haven't liked, shared, subscribed, then I would appreciate if you give it a little thumbs up. And if you would like a free audit of your Google Ads account with me, then get in touch with me. We'll go through your account for about 20-30 minutes, give you some tips, advice on how to stop the leakages, the wastage, and so on. All right, so let's get started. First of all, I'm start off with a big thank you to everyone who sends me nice comments to read on YouTube and on our social channels. I do read them, so as you can see over here, and I truly appreciate your feedback and your comments. All right. So I've got a couple of questions from Get Better Mantra. How can I optimize location for ads? And also, how can I remove certain city locations from running ad groups or campaigns? So you need to set this up at the campaign level. You can't run it, exclude ad group level. Locations is set up at the campaign level. So just like you will include locations for your targeting, you can also exclude. So if you are targeting one city and you want to exclude all the surrounding areas or cities or zip codes, then you put them in the exclude locations. So this is kind of like negative keywords, but you're adding negative locations. It's fairly straightforward to do in Google Ads, and you can certainly do that. And if you do find that you are getting clicks from outside your area, the best practice is to put in all the areas which you don't want your ads to come from. So, for example, let's say we're targeting the US. US has got 51 states, and you only want to run your ad in one state. All the other 50 states you can add as negative locations. So there's no way Google will even try or attempt to place your ads because you have excluded that, and it will save you a lot of money. Where can we upload negative keyword lists on client account level? So you go under tools and settings, and I believe it's under shared library, and it's the third or the fourth options. Is the negative keyword list. You will need to create an account level negative keyword list first of all, and then carry on adding negative keywords to that list. The most important bit, which I've seen many times, and a lot of people make this classic mistake, is they create the list or the negative keyword list, but they don't apply to any campaigns. So if you don't apply to any campaigns, it's not going to it's not going to run. So every time you create a new campaign, you want to apply that account level negative keyword list to that campaign. So you should have this as a SOP or the standard operating procedure, that every time you create a campaign, the negative keyword list needs to be applied to that campaign. Okay. Hi, Joy. I love your name. Uh, I love the concept about putting competitors' name as negative keyword. So this is a comment you've sent and not a question. Yes, we do use negative keywords, and it will save you a ton of money because some gurus or marketeers or agencies will say bid on your competitor's brand or name, which is fair enough. We do it all the time. But if you find that you are getting calls for your competitor's billing department or technical support or customer support because they are already your competitors' clients, then you're going to waste a lot of money. And if you find and feel that you are getting irrelevant clicks, then you need to start putting those competitors as negative keywords because Google is so big. You've got so many other keywords to target. Why just go with the competitor? But yeah, you need to try it. And if you can pinch their brand traffic, then so be it. And if your competitors are currently sleeping and not bidding on their own brand, then your ad could potentially show above their organic listing. Even if they are listed number one organically, your ad will be right at the top. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't read the ad properly, and they just click on it and come to your website. Okay, Google no longer has every search term that resulted in a click in the search terms report. A few years ago, Google put some clicks in total other search terms. This is a problem because 30% of budget, we have no idea if the search term was relevant, and they don't have way to stop wasted money. That is true, Craig. They're not showing the low volume search terms anymore. So whether it is 30% or not, I'm not sure about it. Again, this figure is batted around on the internet by different people. But if you don't have it, you don't have it. We can't do much about it. We are playing on Google's playground, and we've got to follow their rules or abide by them. So if they have taken that away from us, then we need to do and look at something else. Things like display network, video campaigns, and so on, where you won't face this issue. So you need to start expanding it because, in my humble opinion, keywords, it's a matter of time before keywords are taken away as well. It is all going to be based on audiences, and Google is intelligent enough to know who we are, what we do, what we are looking for. So don't need to put in keywords, it's going to give you the results. And Google Ads is their cash cow. They are not going to let people just waste their money, because if that is the case, people will stop advertising. Okay, hi Manoj. I'm thinking of running a local store visits and promotion. Okay, campaign for my client's pizza restaurant. I got two options when I choose this campaign, and that are Performance Max and Local. Which one should I use to get good response from a client's restaurant in a particular city? Well, you got to try both of them and every kind of campaign available to you. These are your tools. These are the tools to win that war, to fight that battle, right? Why are you just restricting yourself by going on a one particular network? With Performance Max, you're across all of them. So if you've got the assets, the images, text, videos, and so on, then try display network as well as video campaigns. Build up that brand, because look, a restaurant can only advertise, well, they can advertise wherever they want, but ideally around 5 or 10 mile radius around that location. They're not going to advertise 50 miles away or nationally, unless and until they are such a unique restaurant where they get their clients from all over the country or perhaps the world. That's a different matter. But for local pizza parlors and local restaurants, they are just targeting the local audiences. Now, with local audiences, you can only go on search when, well, your ads will only go on search when somebody um, searches for pizza delivery or something like that. What you want to do is to build up the brand traffic, the direct traffic, right? That can only happen if people know of that restaurant and about them. And that you can very easily and very cost effectively do this using display and video. And then you are running video, display, text, Google Maps, and so on. Everywhere, at every touch point your audiences are, you hit them with your ad. And over a period of time, they're going to get millions and millions of impressions, and the brand is going to lift. So then they are not going to search for local or pizza delivery near me. They are going to put the name of that restaurant and search for that. And that is the best and the most valuable traffic you can drive to your website or for your client's website. Okay. Hi, Vijay. Can I use the same keywords in different type of campaigns? Video search and display. Will it cause conflict? How to resolve it? Well, you don't need to resolve it because it's not going to cause any conflicts. So search campaign, yes, set those keywords in and run it. With video and display, take those keywords. In fact, what we have done in the past, and we want to find out the most profitable or the most converting keywords. Run them for a little while, spend some money, test the keywords, take the ones which are most profitable, which are converting, put them and set them up as a custom segment, and then run video campaign and then run display campaign. And then you know that you are targeting those keywords which are the best performers. Okay, Alamgir, how to limit Google from charging per day budget? I believe what you're asking is how you can stop Google from overspending your budget. You don't need to freak out. On some days, it will spend more than what you budget, because in Google's eyes, it feels that it may be able to get you better conversions or more conversions or better performance. but sometimes it doesn't happen that way. But at the end of the month, if they have spent more than exact figure is 30.4 times your daily budget, then you will get the refund, and they will not spend. They will not go over. Also, a day or two here or there, don't freak out. And if your customers are jumping up and down, then you tell them that this is as per Google's policies. Google will. This number keeps changing, but I think it can. They can charge at least double what your budget is set. I may be wrong. I don't know the exact figure now. So, but it can, they can, and it's in their terms that they can overspend. But overall, over the course of the month, they won't. So if they do, you won't get charged. As simple as that. How to do conversion tracking without a thank you page? I would not recommend this, Mohammed. I know what you're asking. So if somebody fills in a form, usually we take them to a thank you page. But then there's another way of tracking the conversion is when a pop-up, a JavaScript runs and says, thank you for your message. It has been received and we're going to get in touch with you soon. The problem with that is sometimes what happens, somebody who's, if they're on a mobile, that text is too small and it will pop up and go away. And I'm thinking, oh, my form didn't go through. And then I'm going to send it again. And if I don't see that message again, I'm thinking either this website is down or the form is not working, or I'm going to give up and so I'm going to go somewhere else. So that is the issue. The other issue, which I personally am not a big fan of with these pop-up messages, is if there is an issue on the tracking, we may not come across it straight away, but when they are taken to a thank you page, we know that the traffic has stopped coming over there. And we can straight away see, well, we used to get 20% conversion rate on the thank you page, but now we've got 0%. Something is wrong. So you can pick this up very quickly. So that's why I'm not a very big fan. So when we have a funnel, each funnel, so let's say we have a landing page, a value video page, a calendar page, and a thank you page. So it's a 4-page funnel. Each page is tracked as a page view. So we know 100 people landed on step 1, 50 on step 2, 20 on step 3, and 5 on step 4. So the conversion rate you can track across the 4 pages of the funnel, cost per conversion, and the number of people going through into the funnel. And once you know that conversion rate, then all you do is scale if it is profitable or not. All right, so got one more comment. I'm going to stop that screen sharing. So if you'd like to join our Facebook group, the link is on the screen. So please do so. We've got over 1,000 or so people in there. Really nice little community we built up. And join in for free and get help or help others. Okay, Alamgir, I'm interested to enroll in your courses. Google Ads Like a Boss. Please suggest a specific course for lead generation and share the link. So, well, we don't have a very specific course for lead generation, but what we do have is our Google Ads Like a Boss is everything you need to learn with regards to generating leads for either for yourself or for your clients. So it's a lot more than just Google Ads. I'm going to put this in the comment. You can go there and set up an appointment with our salesperson, and then we can see if we can help you or not. We don't take on board everybody who applies. There is only a small percentage because it needs to be a good fit for both of us. If your goals are not aligned to mine, then it's no point working together. I don't want to take your money and not give you the results. I want every of my students to get really good results. So this is why I'm very strict as to who we take on board, whether they are committed. Because a lot of people, they buy all these courses and don't do all the work, and then expect miracles. Oh well, I joined this course and I'm not getting anything. I don't want people saying that. So you will need to do the work. You will be mentored. You will be coached, and we will have a game plan as to where you are currently and where you want to be in 6 months time or so. Okay. um oh, walaikum salam. Somebody from Facebook. What is the best bidding strategy for call ads? Max clicks, what do you think? Again, try it. You have to try all the bidding strategies. Start with max clicks or max conversions. You can have multiple campaigns running, one on max clicks, max conversions, one with the target CPA, and so on, and see which one is giving you the best results. But there is no such thing as the best strategy. And also, I mean, especially with the call ads, you want the calls anyway. So you test all the bid strategies and see which one is getting you the best cost per call, and the quality of the calls as well, because we don't want people calling you for 20 seconds and then you find out, oh, it's not the right person. You want to have a meaningful conversation with somebody. So what we do in our agency, and I've done in the past, is set up your conversion tracking to be more than 60 seconds, that you classify and qualify as a qualified lead. Because if you're talking to somebody for over 60 seconds, which is quite a long time, then you and I both know you're having a meaningful conversation. So focus on the quality of the calls as well. And you can have apps like CallRail, which will record and see the kind of calls you are getting. How do we know which competitors are performing much better? Should we see impression share or absolute top of page rate? I personally don't worry about my competitors. I focus on my business and my client's business. Yes, you need to know who your competitors are, who you are competing against, but don't lose your sleep over it, right? You've got the auction insights, you can see it, but you need to take that with a pinch of salt, because sometimes you will find that you are outperforming Amazon, but Amazon is not your direct competitor. Nobody is Amazon hasn't got a competitor. So I don't know why they even put Amazon in there, right? So there's no e-com business out there who can compete on a level footing with Amazon. They're in a league of their own. So you need to have a look at it, see who your direct or your nearest competitors are, and then adjust your bids and your budgets accordingly. How to track Google sales on Amazon Kindle launches? You can't, unfortunately. You can drive traffic to Amazon page through Google Ads and then see how much you spent and how much sales you got, if that's what you want to do. But you can. I'm not a. I'm not an expert on Amazon or Amazon ads. There might be some ads for the Kindle as well. If there are, then I would recommend that you run those rather than Google. But if you are trying to sell books or ebooks, what you want to do is to build up your brand, set up live streams like these, give value in advance, show people your expertise, and then drive them towards your uh, Amazon, towards your Kindle, or wherever you want to drive traffic to. But first, you need to build up your brand for sure. Cool. That's it for today. I shall be back on Friday, same place, same time. So till then, have a great week, and I look forward to seeing you then. Bye for now.